Hello, could you shortly introduce yourself?
Yes, I'm Kun Istvan. I'm coming from Hungary. I'm 34 years old and practicing Wing Chun nearly for 20 years.
What is the difference between Wing Chun and other martial arts? And why did you choose this particular martial art?
I chose Wing Chun because that time it was very different from other styles in Hungary. Other styles emphasize more about the force training, the fight training, the power training. If you want to be successful, you have to be extremely strong, or you want to be very elastic to do high kicks, for example. So you felt you need some special attitude. And at the Wing Chun class, the first was that you can be a normal people, and you will learn how to use your own body perfectly, not to improve some special skill.
And there are two similar Kung Fu organizations, Wing Chun and Tsun. What are the difference between them? How to choose?
Oh, in a word, I can say there are a lot of different Wing Chun or Wing Tsun organizations because historical reasons. It was divided by masters. All masters has different idea about the way they have to follow. The systems, the techniques, the movements are similar. Some of the masters are stronger maybe, or taller. They use their skills, their strongness, for example, emphasize more the power behind the techniques. Other Wing Chun masters are shorter maybe, and they emphasize more about the flexibility, to be skillful, to be fast. So the difference is between the masters, I think.
Yeah. And what symbols signify mastership in this organization? How do you examine levels of your masters?
It is not easy. Of course, we have a teaching program, an examination program. You have to finish the levels, finish the programs. You have to show the skills. Step by step, you will learn forms, the application of the forms. Then you must learn how to use these elements in the free situation, like a free fight. So we use protectors and shields, and we practice free fights. And also there are a lot of skill exercises when you have to show some special skills like sensitivity and fastness and so on. And of course we have symbols. So if somebody has a level, other styles like karate use belts and colors of the belts, and we use plum flowers and symbols, and the plum flower symbols and the color of them shows the different levels of the students or masters.
And the highest level is?
We use 7 master level. We have 12 student grade and 7 master level because because we follow the teaching program. At the 7th level, we finish the last part of the teaching program, which is the weapon, the bacham-do, the double knife. Above this level, there are only philosophical stage. Philosophical stages, that means that you are a little bit higher level in your mind. This is a little bit spiritual, and I don't use them. So I use only 7 master level.
Yeah, there are no competitions in Wing Chun. Why?
Because historical reasons, I can say. I think in 10 years or 20 years or later there will be competitions. Now there is not competitions. You can see the same historical changes in styles. 100 years ago there were no competitions in karate or judo, but later on they get to the West world, and the Western peoples like the competitions. Some of them like to take a part of the competitions, to fight. Other parts like to take a look of the competitions. Competitions is a very good way to make more propaganda of your styles. Competitions also a very good way to check your own skills, of course. In a Wing Chun system, it is traditionally a street fight system. It is a wrong word. A street fight is a dirty. This is a fight concept system. It means a Wing Chun practitioner is a normal people. It is not an extreme, not extremely big, like a K1 fighter or a mixed martial art fighter. This is a normal people, like me or like somebody else. Their techniques only helps them to survive a street situation. So they don't learn how to be successful in a competition. This is a completely different way. You need different workouts, you need different techniques, because you have to fit to the orders. But in a street fight, the street fight is very different, more dirty. For example, how a 50-kilogram girl can compete herself to the 100-kilogram guy in a ring. It is not easy. But in a street fight, it is not a question, because it is a question of your life. You must. So what does it mean? You have to know the way, how to use your hardest weapon against the weakest point of the enemy. Weak points of anatomically weak points. They are not allowed to hit in the competitions, of course. Personally, I like the competitions. I like to watch them, and I also like to fight with protectors, because I like the fight. But to take part of a competition, it is completely different. You need a very complete different workout, and also you have to cut away a lot of part of the Wing Chun system. You don't need it in a competition. So if I choose a way, I want to practice a system completely, with all of the parts, with the knives, the weapons, with all of the parts, I need 10, 20 years. And I will spend all of my lifetime to improve myself. If I decide to be a competition, I want to be a championship, I will cut away a lot of part of the complete system. I don't need it. I don't spend any time to practice them, because I need all of my time to improve my body, to improve the few techniques which is allowed to do in the competition. And this is my decision, what you want to do. You can't do it at the same time, because 24 hours is a day. 7 days is a week, so you don't have two lives. You have to choose what to do. But the world comes on a way that more and more styles choose to organize competitions, because now you can feel sometimes the martial arts are famous, and then it's somehow not so famous. So maybe after the Kill Bill movies, there is a new renaissance of the martial art movies, for practicing martial arts, because first was Bruce Lee, who made a good propaganda. He made a good propaganda for the martial art. A lot of people around the world begin to practice because they have an example, an idol. But after that, new world comes. Everybody, they learn. I don't know, they like to play basketball, for example, and they have other fashionable sports. And the martial arts somehow was not the favorite. Just less and less people practice. Just some crazy guy who like to fight. But then new movies comes, for example. A new fashion comes again, that it is a good thing. And this is why more and more style need to make competitions. Make money, make more propaganda, and this is why more and more people practice some styles. And I think later or sooner in the Wing Chun system it will be normal also to turn somehow to the public and make some competitions and ask the public to come and take a look what it is.
Yeah, and how Wing Chun as a martial art can help in extreme situations?
Okay, we have to make difference. The martial art is a traditional art to improve your body, as a weapon. I can tell you that you have to make difference between the fight between two martial artists, or the street fight. The street fight is, what is the street fight? The street fight is when somebody attacks me, surprising. There is no any sign. There is no a sign that, okay, my lord, refresh yourself, because in a minute I will attack you, and prepare because I want something, I have some problem with you. No, there is a surprise attack. This is a dirty attack. He attacks me at the back, he attacks me with the weapon, or more people attacks me at the same time. So this is not a fight. Somebody attacks me not to fight with me. Fight means we change kicks, we change punches. But at the street somebody attacks me to finish me, not to fight with me.